Hello and welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest Japanese collectibles straight out of Japan. Please check the description of this video for more details, including our Facebook page and our eBay store. And I'll also post some links to videos of other figurines from this series line, because it is really an amazing series and probably my favorite one. So this particular series actually has a few different names. One name is the Sculptures, and the other name is Tenkaichi Budokai, which is written here, which in Japanese means World Tournament. And the reason why it's called World Tournament is the very first series that was released, which was I think in 2011. Basically, Banpresto invited a whole bunch of sculptors to make the best figure they could, and then there were 8 figures released in that line, and they sort of battled off in lots of 2. And by battle I mean people could vote which figure they liked better, and then the winner would go to the next round. And eventually a winner was decided, which perhaps a little surprisingly was actually Piccolo, which actually is a really cool figure. I've reviewed it in a different video. Why I say it's a little bit surprising is there's also a Super Saiyan 3 Goku figure, which in my opinion is probably the one of the coolest figures released ever. It's just an amazing figure. There really have been some awesome figures in this line. So that was Series 1, then there was Series 2, which had 6 figures, mainly from the Dragon Ball rather than Dragon Ball Z line. Then there was Series 3, which had 5 figures. I'll put a whole list of all of the lineup in the description so you can see which figures were released. Series 4 had 8, and now Series 5, which has just been released in Japan, which is this series, has 6. And the first 2, of course, are the 2 you see in front of you, which is Super Saiyan Goku and Bardock. There's going to be a Nappa and Raditz, which also look absolutely amazing, which is going to be soon released. And then there's also going to be a SS Vegeta and second stage Cell, which actually also look pretty impressive. And yeah, I mean, just great looking figures basically. So unfortunately, because we had so many pre-orders for this, it's been such a popular figure line. We really need it, we really try and get them out to customers as quick as possible. So unfortunately I can't open these. I really do apologize for that. So we're only going to be looking at boxes, but you know, you can still see what the figures look like. So this is obviously Super Saiyan Goku. Now there's actually been a Goku released in every single Sculptures line. In fact, in Series 2 there were actually 2 released. And yeah, so you can actually see as well here, this actually means that it won. So these 2 figures were actually voted the most popular figures for the new series, which probably, I mean, I think they all look great, particularly Nappa and Raditz, but I mean, these ones just, they're pretty damn cool. I really wish I could open them for you. So that's the lineup. Zorke is also the another name that these figures go by. It refers to the sculpting type. So that's how they actually sculpt them, which is a little bit technical, but yes, there's a few different names. There's also, this series was so popular, they actually made a one-piece line, so they're about to release Series 4 for that, and that goes by the Colosseum name. So there's just so many different names for these. So that's what the actual figures look like in their entirety, and they do come with a base, just like all the figures in this line. So if you've seen or you've bought other figures in this line, you'll know what the base looks like. But that is, you know, what the figures actually appear. And then there's another side-on view. I really like the boxes actually for these ones. So that's Goku, and then this is the Bardock, of course, as you can see. So the boxes are pretty much the same actually, except for this side. So you may notice that the box highlights the actual figure that it is. So you can see that this one's Goku and then this one is Bardock. So there's actually enough figures here to actually make like a family combo with, you know, Bardock and then Goku and Raditz, which of course brothers, and therefore the sons of Bardock. So these are pretty cool. Now, that's just the top. So you can see the background of the Sculpture, and then the bottom is just writing. Goto animation sticker, of course. We sell 100% real right here from Japan. So, look, in terms of reviewing these figures, actually, it might make more sense to show the back of it. Because, you know, I talk about sort of what's good and bad. Honestly, like, usually I'm pretty honest. Like, if something I don't like about a figure, I'll complain about it. These figures are just awesome. Like, they really, these are some of the best figures I've seen. They really have the wow factor, what I call the wow factor. Like, figures that just go, yeah, that's why I, you know, pay the money to get stuff from Japan. You know, this is the real deal. And, you know, they're proper battle damaged figures. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you buy battle damaged figures and maybe like they have like a little cut or something in their clothes, or, you know, like maybe if they have like the Saiyan armor, maybe just like the shoulder pad is missing and that's it. These are proper like battle damaged figures. They have, you know, bits like completely torn. You know, you've got blood. Like if you actually saw on the side, she's probably better on Bardock. You know, you can see like there's, you know, bits of blood coming down, and even his teeth, his mouth. Like the detail is just really good. And I particularly like this figure line because it looks realistic and good, but it also feels like it is cartoony. Like sometimes figures can be too realistic, but to me, like they still have that sort of anime kind of feel, but they look realistic at the same time, and that's what I really like about them. The only thing I don't particularly, if I really had to complain about something, is and it's, look, maybe I'm a little bit colorblind, but to me, the cuts and things on their body, it looks like they've used brown. And as I said, maybe I am colorblind, but it looks like they've used like a brown or a black rather than like a rich kind of red. So that's probably, if I really had to complain about something, that's probably one thing that I would, that I would sort of, you know, complain about. But other than that, they're really good, and they're actually a bit bigger than I expected, because usually the really detailed ones are quite small. But like for example, Trunks in Series 4, the future Trunks. But you know, these ones are actually quite big, and because, you know, they assemble usually in two pieces at the waist, they're actually bigger than the box. So the box is, I think it's about 18 centimeters. Yeah, so it's about 18 centimeters. Usually they're 18 centimeters, which is about what, 7 inches maybe. So yeah, and the figures are actually larger because they assemble. So they're quite, you know, they're quite a decent size. They're probably close to, you know, 20 centimeters, 7 inches, which was a nice little surprise for me that they actually were bigger. So anyway, really excited about, maybe we will be able to open them once we sort of get all the original orders out and things that people have pre-ordered. But yeah, I mean, these figures are just really, really impressive, and definitely great ones to add to your collection. So yeah, now there are, look, in my opinion, this is actually, because there have been so many Super Saiyan Goku figures, in my opinion, this is probably the best Super Saiyan Goku figure. There have also been a few different Bardocks released actually in Japan. I know he didn't get many figures released overseas, but you know, there have actually been a couple in Japan. So there'll be plenty of details in the description of this video, including links to, you know, other figures that we've reviewed. But yeah, these are really, I know I've said it about 5 times, but these are really awesome figures. So yeah, can't wait to see the other figures in this line, which as I said, Nappa, Raditz, SSV, Vegeta, and second stage Cell. So anyway, for now, that's the Tenkaichi Budokai Sculptures Series 5 from Banpresto, Battle Damaged Super Saiyan Goku, and Battle Damaged Bardock. Thank you very much for watching.